Hey guys, David here. Welcome to Digital Outlook, where you're gonna find the best community in all of crypto. In today's video, we got the bull run happening. So guys, I'm out here at the Fort Worth Stockyards, and I thought to myself, what an opportunity to actually talk about the bull run. Guys, I've lived through a major bull run, and I'm gonna tell you what, it is something else. You are literally going to see days where your assets are going to move up 20, 30, 40, 50, even 100%. The candles that you're going to see happen in this next run are going to be truly amazing. And especially because, guys, this next bull run is going to be a major utility bull run. And these tokens, these ISO 222 tokens that have significant utility are going to actually move in a phenomenal way. I absolutely believe it. And what we will see, you're literally going to see, like I said, those days where you get 20, 30, 40, 50%, you're going to think to yourself, man, this has got to slow down eventually and it's going to peter out. And by and by, and you think that way, and then the very next day, what happens? Another 20, 30, 40, 50, even sometimes 100% moves. It is truly monumental, and your emotions are not going to be ready for it. You think they are. You think you're as disciplined as you mentally can be, but the reality is nothing truly prepares you for the kind of moves and the kind of price appreciations that you see when you're talking about these markets. It is absolutely amazing. Probably one of the best thrill rides that you will ever have been on. Now, you just find some other folks that have actually lived through a bull run, and you ask them what their experience in that was, and they're going to share with you exactly what I'm telling you right now, just how amazing it is. It's like really something out of a, kind of like a fantasy. You can't even think when you're seeing literally hundreds of percent moves in a day. It is absolutely shocking. No one would expect it, and you certainly don't expect it. I mean, you hear about it all the time. People talk about it all the time. And then, and the reality is you're waiting for it. And a lot of people are, yeah, that's probably not going to happen. It's just hopium. They're really just blowing it out of proportion. I'm telling you guys, if anything, I'm actually minimizing how big it is. I mean, for Judy and I, what we saw were life-changing gains. It literally changed our lives. I was working for the government of Canada there in the tax department as a bean counter, right, for almost 25 years. Never in my life had I seen that kind of price appreciation on any assets at all. And it truly threw us for a loop. I mean, we were getting into it, let's remember, way back in those, the sea dump days. And of course, at that time, we were trying to just preserve the purchasing power of our dollars because folks were using these emergency stimulus benefits. And I thought, man, our savings are going to get decimated by the inflation. And I had went out, tried to get gold and silver, couldn't find any. And so, Judy was online and she started, following a guy teaching about blockchain. And so we thought to ourselves, hey, why not give this a shot? It looks like a potential way of preserving our savings. Little did we know that we were going to get into the change of our lives. We didn't know that. And in fact, we didn't even realize back then that we were buying on the bottom. Because look, we were just looking at putting our money into that as a hedge because we couldn't get any gold or silver. And, Bitcoin back then was actually, pronounced as, promoted as a potential hedge against inflation. And so that's kind of like what we were trying to do with it. Well, did that ever change our lives in a big way? We put in our life savings at that time. And hey, we did the Napoleon Hill deal, Think and Grow Rich or whatever. We burnt the ships. For Judy and I, we looked at it like, okay, we just went on a great, fantastic Mexican vacation, spent all the money, had a great time, and came back and just forgot about it. Like Ron Popeil, if you remember Ron Popeil, he had a saying he would be selling this rotisserie thing for chicken and all this kind of stuff. And he put this thing out there, set it and forget it. Well, that's exactly what we did. We set it and we forgot about it in that sense. We weren't like But boy, I'll tell you what, when we started to see those price appreciations, and I'm telling you guys, look, I was buying Cardano. Back then at like 3 and 4 cents, that thing went to $3.10. I'm talking a 10,000%, a 100x move. It was massive. And another one, VeChain. We were picking VeChain up at what, 0.004, just a sliver under half a cent. That thing went to 27 cents in that last bull run. Monumental move. And that wasn't the only one. Guys, we picked 10 assets. And almost every one of them did a 100, a 50, or a 30x. The worst one that we got into was Tezos. And Tezos got us a 100% return. That was our worst performer. It was truly something to behold. And so many of you have heard people's stories about the bull run and what happened to them in the bull run and all this kind of stuff. And you're kind of thinking to yourself, really, are they actually blowing it out of proportion, like I said? Or is it legit? Did this really happen? Well, guys, it really did happen. And it was truly monumental. Hey, just take a look at this here. Longhorn caddy or whatever there. Pretty cool, hey? But it did happen. It did happen. And what I'm trying to tell you is it can happen for you, just like it happened for us. And it really, really did change our lives. Now, having said that, you have got to have a plan in place. You have got to have a strategy, and you've got to be able to mentally stick with it. A lot of times folks ask us, how did we know? Well, the truth is we didn't know. It was our strategy, our plan that actually made it possible for us to stick with it and see those life-changing gains that we did see. And I'm telling you, it is possible for you. Don't let somebody else who is poo-pooing it, who, basically gave up on their dreams, talk you out of giving up on yours. Look forward, have some vision, have some patience. Look, Warren Buffett has a famous saying, I absolutely love it. These markets are created to transfer wealth from the impatient to the patient, and that's what it's all about. You've got to have your mental game worked out. You've got to have absolute patience in doing it, and if you do, then you're going to be able to potentially see some of the most life-changing gains that you could possibly ever see. It really will happen. I believe that wholeheartedly. Look, we're in such a volatile space as it is now. The fact that this volatility has these major corrections, look like 80%, 90, 97%. Now you tell me, what other market can an asset drop 97% of its value only to blow off in the next bull move even higher than it did in the last one? Guys, that is how new and how early we are in this space. And it's that same volatility that has caused these prices to drop so low in a bear market that is going to be the catalyst for the next bull market and the massive moves that are coming. That is the benefit of being so early in this space that we're in. Distributed ledger technology is going to literally take the world by storm. Now, some of these assets like XRP, like XLM, like Hedera Hashgraph, like XDC, like Quant, all of these ISO tokens, hey, even like VeChain and like Cardano, there are some great layer ones out there. They are going to absolutely do some moves in this next bull run, I genuinely believe, that are going to make the last bull run look like an absolute blip. Guys, I don't want to miss it, and I don't want you to miss it, and that's why I'm sharing what I share on this channel, so that you can actually get out there ahead of this and really catch probably one of the best waves of your life and make it a life change. Look, I was around for when the home computers came in, and I was more intrigued by the technology than I was the opportunity. And you guys can out there, you can think of some of the opportunities that you've seen come and go, like the iterations of the internet. I remember my kids bringing me Facebook, and I'm thinking, who on earth is going to use this application, tell everyone in the world who their friends are, what they ate last night, and all that kind of stuff. Boy, I'll tell you, was I ever wrong. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of people who are just watching things kind of go by, poo-pooing the whole CBDC thing. And hey, look, I get it. I don't want to have someone controlling every decision in my life either. But the reality is this: there is opportunity abound and you just have to have the focus to see it. And when it happens, it will be truly mesmerizing, and it's going to be one of the best rides you've ever been on. So guys, buckle up, because this next bull run is going to be the biggest and the best there has ever been. So guys, let me just take a few seconds to talk about our coaching program for those who don't know. With everything that's going on with this marketplace and this new bull run coming up, you're going to want to have your plan in place. And what our coaching program is, that is where you and I can meet one-on-one personally for 1 hour over Zoom. And during that time, we work together to develop your exit strategy. We actually take a look at your portfolio, make sure it's balanced towards your goals. We can even help you get your assets off an exchange and onto a hardware wallet, along with delivering to you some amazing techniques that are really going to help you in this space. Now, the cost of that is $250, and if that's something that interests you, you write me right there at coaching@thedigitaloutlook.com, and we'll get you all booked in. So guys, this is the video I have for you today, and as always, I truly hope that you enjoyed it. Now, I want to invite you to join the conversation and drop your comments right down there in the comment section. Open it up to the community and start a discussion. Now, as many of you know, I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice, but if you found value in it, if you'd hit that like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And hey, don't forget to hit the notification bell down there so that you don't miss out on any of the videos that we're uploading. And if you're one of the thousands of people who've been watching these videos but you haven't yet subscribed, would you do the channel a favor and join this community? We would really love to have you on board. So, in the meantime and in between time, stay safe, be blessed, and I'll catch you in the next one.